No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers. Keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream, look. Drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Oh my God. Fire. Squad. I'm it. Okay, now we back to square one. It's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party. I'm just pouring.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. There is no question today's game could be defined by the passing game. The Bengals are top 10 in pass yards, and they're going up against the Vikings, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Let's go. Tagger.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. In motion is Fedorowicz. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, here's the run with Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, it'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. third down, Bridgewater. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Room here to run. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing, Hundley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball. They've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On second down, Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. So 1 yard to go here on third down. Defense showing blitz. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here we go.
Now Hundley. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
It almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
They'll look to throw here. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion is Fedorowicz. for the first time with a backup Murray. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
That's caught at the 25. The Young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 43 yards.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
Let's go. 180.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, They're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to air one. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They go play action here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway. But boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now it brings up fourth down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. In motion is Fedorowicz. On third down, Murray. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, good move. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ross. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Pushing his way through, and he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front, and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that different result. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Left side, Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really?
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Come on, let's go.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys, because they're getting to him before he can get started.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ross. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. What? Ohio. Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's third down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A gain of 3, second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Third down, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on!
They'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing this time.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They run the counter with Cook, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Here's Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball...